If you don't cry when you should, nobody will cry for you. You're welcome to a fresh video. We're going to page 10 of PMP of August 11 to 13. We start with a spiritual column, Share a Thought, by Florence Jomo. Namshi. The world is struggling to achieve universal peace through many bodies established between governments and non-governmental agencies. However, all the attempts made to enforce peace brought along worse human and material catastrophes than being experienced previously. The UNO, NATO, ECOMOG, and many others employ force to suppress and oppress the fundamental rights of many weaker nations under the banner of ensuring peace. Please, I am not writing this. This is it. Under the banner of ensuring peace. Peace is found in the Lord through Jesus Christ and no one else. Angels wished peace on earth during the birth of Christ, into brackets, Luke 2, 8-15. While prophets named him as the Prince of Peace many years before his birth, Isaiah 11, 1-9, in brackets, and Isaiah 9, 6-7, also in brackets, full stop. The Lord prayed for peace for his people as an authority. 14, what is angel? Okay, I don't know what this angel is. IN, the Christians know better. IN 14, 27-31. In brackets, IN 14, 27-31, full stop. God made peace with man after the fall of Adam in the Garden of Eden by the sacrificial of Christ. Oh no, I think by the sacrifice of Christ. I say by the sacrificial of God. Into brackets, Galatians 1, 3-4. Remember I said I didn't know what IN means in the previous quotation. IN 14, 27-31. Okay, now it's GLA, Galatians 1, 3-4. Full stop. The peace of God is above all understanding. Into brackets, Isaiah 55, 8-10. The rumor of wars and chaos will be around you, but you will be safe. Psalm 91. Paragraph. A songwriter wrote, "Peace, perfect peace in the dark world of sin. The blood of Jesus whispers peace within." Full stop. That was a song in inverted commas. A new sentence. How true this song is if you have experienced the peace Christ gives. Full stop. Have you met Christ yet? Jesus gives a new sense and purpose of life than is needed for the peace out world is searching for. For the peace out world is searching for. Full stop. Peace will come as a result of our deeds directed by the Spirit of God. Romans 5 to 6, in brackets, Romans 5 to 6. God promised peace to your homes, relationship, nations, and all endeavors. Paragraph. Perfect peace is achievable, but not a mirage. People must respect one another and fear evil. Genuine love, genuine love must not be restricted to only lovers, but should be extended to all people as Jesus portrayed. Into brackets, Mark 5. That is all, into brackets, Mark 5. New sentence. Brighten the corner where you are with your smiles, love, kindness, and positive attitudes. May the Lord give us peace in this tumultuous era. It was written by the woman, Florence Yumo. So, Florence, we thank you very much for your advice 20 years ago. It's been echoed here in this paper by nobody but Suleiman bin Dawood bin Isha bin Wade bin Yehuza bin Yaqub bin Isaac bin Ibrahim bin Azar bin Nahor. Yes, I think bin Sahur. Yes, bin Sahur. Okay. We go to the next story. The Last Tradition by Tosu N.K. John. Tosu N.K. John. The Last Tradition, and that is campus life. Campus life. Little did I know that the traditions and customs in senior secondary schools were rigid until I entered one of them located in the central region, precisely Cape Coast. Full stop. It was a boys' school and a well-known one across the nation. These customs started as soon as we entered the campus through the official gates. The senior acted as gate man, in inverted commas. The senior acted as gate man. Oh, it's spelled gate man. Anyway, it doesn't matter whether it's gate man or gate man. And gave all the juniors numbers. They collected items such as provisions, detergents, and even money. We thought that was all. That evening, when they returned from their preps evening classes, they came to do the real introductory work. They undressed as half naked. They undressed as half naked, and they asked our mission in there and why we chose that school. Oh, my brother. Could you have believed these things happened in this country, Guyana? Okay, and asked us why we chose that school. After this, we were taken through several drills, including academic and mental work. Full stop. These exercises, these exercises, okay, let me correct it. These exercises rendered most of us weak for some weeks. We were later driven to bed at midnight. Are you animals? We were later driven to bed at midnight. Oh my God. We were later driven to bed at midnight. Paragraph. Early the next morning at dawn, we were woken by the same seniors who took us through those drills to go to morning devotion because it was part of the school's code of discipline as a Christian school. And this is Christian school behavior. These are people of Christian school behavior like this. Okay. After that, we had our bath and prepared for the morning's assembly. The juniors were made to march around the compound until the assembly began at about 7 a.m. Pardon me. Until the assembly began at about 7 a.m. Where did I read it? at about 7 a.m. Full stop. The headmaster came with his men to start the ceremony In act, it was very decent and nice occasion. Appa. Okay, it could be in act. It's either in fact or in act. So, but here it is in act, A-K-A-C-T, and not in fact. In acts, it was very decent and nice occasion, full stop. We were given new hymn books and sang together. Okay, and we sang together. Let me submit to that. We were given new hymn books and we sang together. I inserted that we there. The headmaster and his men advises the rules in the school and they need to report cases of bullying and stealing. Well, I haven't written the English, please. Let me take it again. The headmaster and his men advise us the rules to report cases of bullying. The headmaster and his men advise us the rules in the school and the need to report cases of bullying and stealing. Like I'm saying, I'm reading what I'm seeing, please. But who are you to report a senior? You will be punished. To report a senior, you will be punished for the rest of the term. Full stop. Paragraph. A week later, we had our Homos Night, famous tradition in the school. It started from Monday to Friday. We worked as laborers. Oh God. I think it's as laborers. Okay. We worked as laborers. Let me read what I see here. We worked as laborers for the school, doing all sorts of dirty work, from the kitchen to the bathrooms. Full stop. But Saturday was less busy. We organized games, AdaM's Homos Gala tournament. After that was the worst part, the night the wicked sinners had waited for. After that was the worst part, the night the wicked sinners had waited for. That afternoon, we were taught the latest dance. Oh my God. That afternoon, we were taught the latest dance. Funny songs and drama to perform on stage during entertainment. We were supposed to win all costs. We were supposed to win at all costs. Sorry, this error is mine. We were supposed to win at all costs. The house which loses will work for 2 more weeks. Kai! Okay. The time came for the performance. My house did well, but wasn't the best. We came third. That was not all. It was also time for the terrible initiation hour. Full stop. Initiation hour is in inverted commas. Full stop. The juniors were made to walk on their knees from outside to the hall for the seniors to beat them with bells, as the slaves did some time ago. Oh my God. Can you imagine? This is a Christian school. Okay. We ate gari soaked with salty water. We thank God we came out successfully. After all these customs, some seniors harassed the juniors for money. This continued for a long time until the last tradition was performed by a notorious group called the Native Chapter X. The Native Chapter X is inverted commas. They were Del Marcus, Mask Tasks, Ninja Rust, Dust, McPhilat, Elisopolo, Hash Puppy, and Chris Walker. These are names of students. These are names that have been adopted by students. Okay. Their leader was a Nigerian. You can trust Nigerians. Their leader was a Nigerian, Del Marcus. Not just like Marcus. Del Marcus. They bullied students, stole provisions, and broke bounds very well. Full stop. Paragraph. Two people, Musk and Tusk. Tusk is spelled Tusk. Musk and Musk is spelled Mask. Musk, two people, Musk and Tusk, had been dismissed exactly 1 month when we entered the school for stealing items. But the rest cared less and went on with their wayward attitudes until something happened. The senior housemaster, Mr. Aziz Fadgi Al-Ghazid, popularly known by the student body as Green Ranger, had almost all the animal had almost all the animal has almost all the animal in his poultry farm stolen. Instead of all the animals. Okay, let me correct it. Had all the animals in his poultry farm stolen. He immediately supposed the native Chamber X. He immediately suspected, this is my error, please. He immediately suspected the native Chamber X because, according to him, he had earlier on seen these guys around the area on several occasions. So Green Ranger called some of the tutors and students to help arrest them. After a thorough search, they found neither the boys nor the animals. Upon a tip-off by the watchman, they were arrested in a nearby bush where they were cooking the meat. Look at that. It's good. It's good to be a boy, or it's wonderful when you're a boy. You know, by all means, even the smell of the meat will get to the school. You see. Upon a tip-off by the watchman, they were arrested in a nearby bush where they were cooking the meat. They had already sold the rest of the animals to a nearby chop bar operator. Look at that. A Christian school. They had already sold most of the rest of the animals to a nearby chop bar operator. Paragraph. Fortunately for their leader, he was at a nightclub when his people were arrested. He came back after his friends had been dismissed from the school. Because of this, he decided to use the last tradition as punishment for the genius. For the genius who reported his friends. Truly, this last tradition was first for fun. This last tradition was first for fun. First, First. I don't know whether it's okay, whether it's test for fun or first for fun. Okay. This, where have I left it? Truly, this last tradition was first for fun, but has now become a wicked act. It is normally performed on the eve of the vacation day. Nobody sleeps. Nobody sleeps. It was to be a mini entertainment for us. Full stop. So whoever sleep, finds. So whoever sleep. Okay, let me correct it. So whoever sleeps finds trouble for himself. Paragraph. Due to this, all the juniors decided not to sleep at all. We agreed, but this innocent mate of mine, Vincent Sampa, couldn't stand it and slept. His face was painted with toothpaste, soaked gari. Oh, this is a Christian school. Can you imagine that? Okay. Couldn't stand it and slept. His face was painted with toothpaste, soap gari, powder, and all types of soakings. After this, a senior just hit you with the club. So Vincent Amper had his fair share while he watched on. But when it came to the killing aspect, we all ran away for fear of being taken to the office as spectators of the game. Oh God! But we saw Del Masons raise up the club and hitting it on Vincent's ankle. He shouted, and we all came back, see blood oozing out of Vincent's ankle. He was rushed to the hospital, but Dell was nowhere to be found. Please, the English here might not be good, but I'm reading what I see. Mm. Uh, but we saw Del Masons raise the club and hitting it on Vincent's ankle. He shouted, and we all came back. So this part, and we all came back, see blood oozing, or let me see, seeing. We all came back. I don't know. Okay. Okay, let me read it. And see blood oozing out of Vincent's ankle. He was rushed to the hospital, but Dell was nowhere to be found. Paragraph. The case was reported to the housemaster. He took it up to the main office. Later, a dismissed letter and a police notice were prepared for him. Good. Unluckily for him, Dell, his team around, was caught by their own mates. And unluckily for him, Dell this time, sorry, this mistake is mine. Unluckily for him, Dell this time around was caught by his own mates. He was later taken to the police station. Full stop. Vincent's father, a judge at the High Court. Look at that. Look at that. Vincent's father, a judge at the High Court of Ghana, took up the case. After investigation, he was imprisoned for 60 years with hard labor. So from that time onwards, nobody used the last tradition till date. The lions are gone, and the jungle is free. No more native chamber X. Thanks be to God. Share your experiences with us. This, after the story, employing people to bring stories to the paper. Share your experiences with us. Send your stories to the editor, PO Box 14561, Accra, or on paper newspaper or on PMP newspaper at yahoo.co.uk. All right, let's go to the news story. Another story. We're going to the far right of the paper. Before the Holy Party by Samuel Abuaji. The campus story was given by Tosu N.K. John. I've said it already. So, before the Holy Party by Samuel Abuaji, brethren had planned how the day would be, perhaps thinking of how the very D-Day would end, as whether in a tragedy or a comedy fever. Asari, my friend, came to join the entire family. Everybody in their house liked him because he was a guy with all the qualities that every woman in the world would cherish. Being the apple of people's eyes, he was entertained everywhere he went. Actually, he was known as the darling of most pretty ladies in and around the neighborhood. Darling is inverted commas. In and around the neighborhood. Asari's presence in the house made me very proud. My friends saw him to be a dynamic guy, from the manner he does his secular activities. Paragraph. My parents left the shores of Ghana for a usual trip to the United States, and that opportunity we had, brought the whole Ado. Brought the whole Ado. Ado is spelled ADO. As the dictum goes, if the cat is away, the mouse gets a roam from heaven to earth, seeking for what was good for the geese. Seeking for what was good for the geese. Geese. New paragraph. We hardly forgot the day. We hardly forgot the day scheduled for the D-Day. Thus, Sandra's birthday party. We planned to celebrate it in a grand style. Sandra, Sandra's parents, who came from London, had already started it in grand style. In grand style, we did not even think of taking alcohol drinks at the party because Sandra was from Christian home. There's no full stop there. It's just continuing like that. I don't know. Okay. So we decided to prepare our own alcoholic drink for the occasion. 2 hours before the holy party, I went to the market to buy the ingredients needed for the active drink. I bought all the expensive tropical fruits from the market. The boys were awakened by the footsteps when I returned from the market. They started shouting and wishing me a happy birthday because they knew I wouldn't miss such an honor. My junior brothers had noted the special love between Sandra and me. Moreover, she was someone I talked to when I was in trouble. How fortunate. How fortunate. I am to have her as my true friend. Full stop. In fact, she was a teacher who gave me the lessons of life and a doctor who cured my love malady. She was really a good friend to me. I prepared a local gin and mixed it with Indian hemp. We, into brackets, we. In Ghana, we call it we. And a little pineapple flavor to taste good. After the preparation, my friend Asari advised to keep it refrigerated to make it more tasty and chilling. As butterflies are used to the sweet nectars of flowers, so are children and ladies to flavored fruit juice. Okay. Barbara, Sandra's friend, visited me at home. I offered her a seat, and as tradition demands, I served her with a glass of the prepared fruit drink. My younger brothers sneaked to the kitchen and drank as much as could carry them for the day. A couple of hours later, my brothers had a severe stomach cramps, which was driving them crazy and crazy. We sensed danger as the two boys' reaction got out of hand because there was no vehicle in the house to send them to the hospital. I hired a taxi and rushed them to the nearby clinic. They were given drips and injections. I told the doctor what has happened. My friends and I resorted to prayers to bring my two brothers back to life. As we were meditating, we heard a noise of taxi entering the yard. We saw Barbara. She was also being rushed to the clinic for treatment. The doctor asked what was wrong with her. The young guys confirmed that they were the they were told she had drunk some mixed fruit juice. The doctor requested for the drink, which was which has caused all the tragedy to be continued. Oh my God, this is a nice story. I don't know if I have the following issue. I don't know. Okay, let's go to the next story. My deepest regrets. This is by Williams Okra. And what is the regret? What is the regret? I killed her. My deepest regret. I killed her. By William Okra. So let's see if it was William Okra himself or is just reporting a story for us to read. Hmm? Mercy was very happy with me. In fact, I was the guy of the moment on campus, picking 6 awards at the last speech and prize giving day made me famous on campus. Besides my academic, beside my academic legs, spelled Lurks. Beside my academic lurks, I was lovely, caring, faithful, romantic, and all that a young lady wanted from a guy. Money wasn't merely pro- money wasn't merely problem both parents in the United States had provided all she needed. Oh, I don't remember giving her a kobo. Look at that. I don't remember giving her a kobo. So the girl was sponsoring him in all his aspects of life. Well, all she needed was my love, and she got it. We were both happy until we got to our final year. When the first years or the greenhorns in inverted commas, or the greenhorns as they were called came, there was this fair colored, beautiful girl called Melissa among them. Her fair color made her attractive and became the talk of town. Melissa and I became friends. Our friendship grew from stage to stage until we found ourselves in a deep romantic relationship. So he had ditched the former girl, the girl who had taken care of her. I think this is where the death is coming. Oh my God. From stage to stage. And we found ourselves in a deep romantic relationship. As my relationship with Melissa, yes, hmm, Melissa is going to die, of course. As my relationship with Melissa grew, as my relationship with Melissa grew, I started losing interest in Mercy. Okay, so this is where Mercy is going to die, rather. So Melissa is the new fair colored woman. Hmm? I started losing interest in Melissa. I refused to meet her at our usual place and never bothered to reply any of her written notes. Oh, we're not in the same class, and this helped me a lot to avoid her. Hmm. And you're not ashamed of writing this. Hmm? He's not afraid of writing this. We're not in the same class, and this helped me a lot to avoid her. She became the subject of humiliation by her friends as they claimed a greenhorn had snatched her sweetheart. Oh, God. I feel for this girl. Mercy. She couldn't resist it any longer and walked to me one Friday afternoon after lunch in the dining hall. Well, here is spelled dining hall, N-N, instead of Y-N. My teacher in the secondary school used to warn us about that, one N and not two for dining hall. And here he is using the two N's. After lunch in the dining hall, why are you doing this? Why? She asked. What am I doing? If you are refusing to understand, then I'm telling you, it's all over. I answered, oh, what am I doing? If you are refusing to understand, then I am telling you, it's all over. I answered. Of course, Mercy is eventually going to die according to the topic. I feel like weeping. I don't know. I feel for people. Okay. It's all over, I answered. Mercy was shocked. She was confused. I could see that. She closed her eyes and fell heavily on the floor before I could support her. She fainted and was taken to the hospital, but never returned to the school. Oh, oh, oh. I can't remember reading the story. I think I just bought the paper and had no time to read some of the stories. She fainted and was taken to the hospital, but never returned to the school. Full stop. 2 weeks later, I received a letter from her. There was neither address nor date. Within, within in red ink and in bold letter, I think written, but he said within. Written, let me correct it, written in red ink and in bold letter. Thank you for killing me. Oh, thank you for killing me. The following day, we had a message that Mercy had hanged herself in her room. She left no note. Inwardly, I knew I killed Mercy. I broke with Melissa and promised never to love anyone again until I meet Mercy again. And the harm has been done. I feel very sad, very, very sad. I feel very sad. Uh, oh my God, it's a sad ending. I will stop here until our next video, until our next episode, and we shall jump from, we won't do 11, page 11, we'll go to, page 11 is as usual made up of adverts, not adverts, but love, dating. It's made up of dating. It contains dating and also the stars, heart to heart form, not so. So hopefully we shall go to page 12, you and your health. I think that's very important. Viewers, I end here, and I hope you help me to shed tears for what happened in that story. Thank you very much. Illa likai. Bye-bye.